First of all, can you tell me a little bit about who you were before you met Derek?
Before I met Derek, I'm working in the pharmacy as a pharmacist assistant. I was living on the place where he lived before and his friend. And then that time when I'm working in the chemist, I used to go at the chemist, that talking to my coworkers, and then I'm not paying attention to him because I'm not interested. And then until he wants to get my attention, he wants to call my attention like that. And then I think it's almost 2 months
So he was coming into the chemist for 2 months?
before we were together, before we've been together, he's coming always in the chemist. He has medicine there to buy. So he's taking medicine. I don't know what medicine he's taking. And then he's friendly with my coworkmates. He's friendly at first with my coworkmates, friendly at me, but
So what was he coming into the chemist for?
yeah, he's taking medicine like tramadol or pain reliever like that.
Can you get those things without a prescription in the Philippines?
Yeah, you can get the pain reliever without prescriptions. It's ano man, it's like it's like normal to take pain reliever when you have without prescription. But if it's antibiotic, you can't you can't buy without prescription if it's antibiotic.
Did you go on a first date with him? Anything like that?
I'll go him first. My first, I think it's late September. Late September, I go on a first date with him late September. But before we get together, he came to the chemist to he's friendly man with my coworkmates, and then I'm not paying attention to them and to him.
So what did you do for your first date?
We just hanging out, watching TV like that.
He didn't take you for a meal or anything like that?
Yeah, meal. Yeah, food.
Who did Derek say that he was to you? What did he give as his background?
Never tell what his background. He always tell that he's a good man, he's a gentleman. Like that, he never told me that what his background.
Did he ever say anything about being a fighter or an actor or YouTube or anything like that?
That's the word I first heard when he came at the comments. He said to my coworkmates while I'm in the stock room, he said to my coworkmates, "Oh, I'm an actor and a fighter." And then my head like that. It's like it sounds boastful to me. But my coworkmates like to talking to him because he's they're friendly. But for me at the first time, it's like, he's boastful in the sounds that she talking. It sounds boastful.
During your relationship, how did Deca treat you?
He treat me good. He's gentleman. He treat me like I'm only a woman of him. I'm asking him if I'm only a woman in the Philippines. He's dating, and he said, "Yeah, you're the only woman I'm dating in the Philippines." And I'm here as a vulnerable. I believe and trust his words. So he showed me the real man in him. He showed me the real man in him. That's why I get attached him.
Was Deca still friendly with Martin when you met him, or had they already fallen out?
I never met him when I don't know that they are friends, but I saw him coming to KMS because he's buying also medicine, but I don't remember what kind of medicine he buy. I only saw him once.
How long was it until Deca moved in with you?
Moved in with me? I don't remember now. I think October in the second week. Like
you went on a first date with him in September and he moved in October. It's pretty fast, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fast because he caught my attention. He's very gentleman. He showed me the real man, the gentleman. It's like I'm longing for attention. I'm longing for like someone who treat me like a princess.
Yeah.
He treats me like that. Really, in my entire life, I never treated like that because, man, I don't have any before him.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any children, Ju?
I only have one son.
And does your son live with you?
He's living in my ex.
Okay. Did you have any idea that Derek was going to get arrested and deported? or was that a complete shock to you?
It's shocking to me, Greg. I don't have any idea why that day. That day we're going here in province because it's my mama's birthday. My mom,
Oh,
so we celebrated. Then after that day, I don't have any idea why they get arrested. It makes me shocked. So I asked the immigration, "What's wrong? Is this about his passport that's stolen?" We already I already filed an police report of that. And they insisted, "No, ma'am, this is not about the passport loss. It's about his convictions in his country."
yeah.
What convictions? I don't know. So I'm asking for the immigration, and they told me that we will bring him to the immigration. I'll just follow if I want. No, like that. So the day after that, I'll follow him. I'll travel. I'll travel from province night, then so I can get back. I can get back here in my province, and then I'll bring his things after his arrest in the province. The immigration bring him in the immigration Manila.
Were you allowed to see him when he was in the deportation center?
I am allowed to see him, so I'll bring
Yes.
his passports in the Manila. I travel to Manila from province. It's 4 hours from Mactan Airport. In Mactan Airport to Manila, it's 2 hours. Then from Manila Airport to immigration, it takes 1 hour. So it almost 8 hours like that. I bring his things there.
Okay.
So I never have any idea, Craig, why he got arrested. I don't have any idea. It's shocking to me because that night the news in the Philippines, my family told me that there's a news in the Philippines like he's an SO. But I told my family, don't believe. We don't know the real reason. We don't know what's the reason. We don't know his background. I'll get to check it, but I never check it because I don't want my mind roaming. It's like my mind is ano is close to. I only believe his words. I only believe him. I want him to tell me the truth, but he never get to tell me the truth.
It's my understanding that the Filipino government didn't want him in the country because in England he has been convicted of sexual assault, and then he's been arrested a further 3 times for 2 anal rapes on ex-girlfriends and inciting mass with an 11-year-old girl, which I understand must be pretty hard for you to hear that after believing him so much.
Actually, Craig, I only know that this early on February this year. I only knew that
Mhm.
when I get to check the Facebook and YouTube because when he left me, so when he left me, I get back to social media, not for searching him. I get back to social media to find a job. And then I'm thinking, I need to check in my own eyes to know. So I'll go to YouTube, I'll go to Google. Only
Mhm.
this February. And then it's I'm still affected. I'm affected. I feel hurt because I don't know in this whole year of this relationship, I'm blind. I don't know because what he showed me is different, man, and what I've read and what
Yeah.
I heard in the social media. It's different. So until till now, it affects me. I still feel hurt what's they're saying on the online, but it's a reality, man. So maybe it's a real. I don't have any, but many people saying like that. So maybe the his arrest her is his arrest in my province is maybe that's no that's that proof.
When you were with Decca, he posted several times online that you were pregnant. Were you pregnant?
Actually, Craig, that pregnant, when he told me, it's like he's trying to winding up. So, because he always told me he get bullied online. When he told him, I don't know, man, because I don't have phone.
Mhm.
I can use phone when I'm messaging my family, but I can use his phone when looking for social media. No, I cannot use. I only use his phone to message my family. So I didn't know that. He always told me I get trolled online, many bashing me. So it's like he's trying to winding up that I'm pregnant. I was not pregnant.
How come you didn't have a phone?
Actually, my phone. It's my fault that my phone broke. My phone
Right.
broke because that time when we are we we have arguments. Relationship is always they are not perfect man. Arguments like that. So we have arguments. So I can't stop him. I can't stop him. So I need to throw my phone so it can stop him. So he stopped when I throw my phone. I throw my
Right.
phone on the floor, so my phone broke.
After Decker was deported, were you still in contact with him? Did you have plans to come to the UK, or did he tell you he was planning to come back to the Philippines?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, when he's in Bikutan, Scotland, and in Impihal, we have still in contact. We never get, we never split up. He always promised me that when after his Bikutan, he get in person in Scotland. He told me that please wait for me. I will get you to UK. I will get you a work visa. Don't worry. Not long until I get released. I believe his words. I believe his
Mhm.
words. I'm still holding on his promise, man. So I stayed and waited for him. I stayed and waited for him for years, 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 and I
So,
think years and few months. I waited and stayed and standing by him through thick and thin, even in the worst days of her work hours, work dark hours. I'm still waiting. I'm still believing. I still believe. I still hope. I still have hope to.
when did you find out that that wasn't going to happen?
When he left me this earlier of February,
So you only split up in February this year. God, that is a very long time. What did he say to you in February?
actually, Craig, it's a big question to me because I never done wrong, man. Instead, I've sacrificed everything. I've done everything for him. Then this is what I've got in return. He just left me nothing but heartaches. He never got explained to me properly. He never had closure. I beg and beg him early February. 2 weeks later, I beg and beg. And I told him that, why? Why can you give up easily? How can you not find a reason to stay? What's wrong? What's wrong with me? Because I'm thinking, I never done wrong, man. I never done wrong in this whole relationship. Actually, this whole relationship is always about him, about his being trolled, about his mental health, about his being him in prison. It's like I'm selfless because always thinking of him, but I have feelings, so I'm only human. It's like this relationship is one-sided. Never. I told, please, I beg him, can we fix this? Can you fix this? I still beg and trying to fix because I feel broke even he left me. I feel really broke. It's like my world crumbled because I'm still holding, I'm still hoping. Yeah, really, honestly, that's it. It's like my world is only him. I trust and believe his words. I'm still holding on his promise that we can be together. I always told him that I can get you work and can get you work visa in UK so you can live again independently because before him I have a very nice job in Philippines. I have a better life. I can support myself. I live alone independently. I'm peacefully living until he came and messed me, ruined me, everything. And then this early of February, he told me that I'm I don't want to be with you anymore. It's like my world stopped. What's wrong? I question him. I message him. I don't know how many messages I've sent, but I never got a reply.
I'm so sorry to hear that, June. Honestly, it must be really hard for you. My heart does go out to you.
Still, I'm still enjoying the pain that he left me. It's like I'm not appreciated what I've done here. It's like I'm done everything. I've sacrificed my life. I give everything. I've give my all, my love, my pure intention, my pure love. I
Mhm.
give it in. And then it's like it's nothing to him. It's like he never cared. When he left me, it's like no closure, no reason why. He just I would understand, man, if he told me that I didn't love you anymore. But he never gave any closure. What's the reason? What's wrong with me? Because I might going crazy thinking what's wrong with me because I've never done wrong in this whole relationship. It's always him. I'm so selfless because I'm always thinking of him. And then it's like nothing to him. And this is what I got in return. You broke me. But Now I'm okay now.
Do you have any contact with him still now, or is he just ignoring you?
We don't have any contact. I uninstalled I deleted in my WhatsApp. I uninstalled my WhatsApp. I don't want any conversation now. Because I deleted all. Actually, Craig, I have many letters of him. He has many letters of me. So when he is in prison, we continue writing letters like that. I burned it all. All his things in me, I burned it all. Even his clothes, I burned it because it's ano man, it's my part of moving on man. I don't want to see his things in my eyes, so I burned it all.
There is a community of us in the UK too that do keep an eye on what Decca's up to, and we're good people. So if there's anything at all that we can do to help you moving forward with your life, then we'll definitely do that. So please just let me know if there's anything we can do to help.
Actually, Craig, it's hard to find and help because I don't have any friends now. I keep away friends, relatives because of him. Good neighbors, good friends. I have a good friends, good colleagues. But I leave them. I keep away them because of him. I choose him. I choose my life with him. So it's hard to get help, man. Actually, I'm struggling. I'm struggling because he left me nothing but heartaches. But I'm still okay because I can't ask a help, man, in my brother. But it's like I feel ashamed in my family because at first my kuya doubting him. But I tell my kuya, don't judge. We don't know, man. We don't do that, man. So don't judge. Let me handle this. And then at the end, and until now, my family didn't know that what he is because till now I'm still protecting his image in my family. It's hard to tell, so I keep it only in myself.
Okay, well, thank you very much for doing this, Stu. Is there anything else that you would like to tell us before we end this interview?
Actually, I know people asking me if what I'm doing now. I'm doing great. I'm moving on, moving forward, and I'm trying to forget everything that happened to me for the 1 year and 5 months maybe. I'm trying to move on. Even it's like it's very rocky, but I'm still trying to move on. And also, when I look at in the mirror and having his name in my chest, I feel disgusted.
Do you know how much it'll cost to get that removed?
I still don't know because I know I'm searching for how to remove this, but I'm not asking how much. But I have I need to remove this because I can't move on. When every time I look in the mirror, I see this, I feel disgusted. It's disgusting, really.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Stu. I really appreciate this.
Yeah, thank you also for having me in your...
And good luck to you as well. I hope you find the strength to put all this behind you and live a very happy life. I really do.
Thank you, Craig.
Thanks, Stu. Don't forget to follow Hedgehog Man on all socials. T-shirts are now available from the merch store, and if you want to support the channel, you can join for $3.99 a month. You can buy me a coffee, and if you're not already, then make sure you
subscribe, you fucking devies.